sense.
Anything interesting going on with Blake and Justin that you want to talk about? I just saw something the other day about he might lose this New York Times lawsuit, but I don't know why really. Anything going on with these
They're
two?
dismissing it. They're dismissing the lawsuit with the New York Times because they're saying that it's like freedom of speech and that they can basically, because they're a publication, they're allowed to say certain things. But again, I thought that was defamation if it's not rooted in fact. So I'm a little confused, but I guess they're going to drop that part. But I don't think Justin really cares about that. I think he really wants to come after Blake and Ryan. So I would be very surprised if this is going to go to court in within a year. I mean, if we're going to talk about this for a year, like y'all need to find a way to settle this and move on. I'm a little like when I see the stories now, I just scroll past them. So I don't know. And then Donna Bowling, I don't know if you've seen her videos. She posts a lot about Blake. She's
The
saying
only
that her
videos that I
algorithm is now
see, well, what she's because I see Perez's, those are the ones that come up, but what she's saying that her algorithm is affected.
yeah, she's saying that this is allegedly what she said. I haven't seen the video, but I heard that that's what she said. That like her algorithm is somehow affected by Justin and Blake, and that not Justin, sorry, Blake and Ryan are somehow getting to bloggers and they're suppressing people's content. I don't know how they would do that per se, but I mean, if you have the funds, I mean, they hired an ex-CIA person. So they're saying this ex-CIA guy is scrubbing content and shadow banning people's accounts. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Well, that must be Perez was talking about. I don't think it's happened to him, but Perez was talking about, yeah, that he heard that people's videos, like this video, maybe this video will be like, there'll be no sound in a minute. And then for the next 5 minutes, you won't hear anything. Perez is like, the rumor is weird things like that are happening to content creators that are against Blake. I mean, listen, an ex-CIA person is no joke. But it's like, why are you even hiring this person? Like, you already have a lawyer. Like, it's not, I think it's major panic on their part, I think.
It is. It is. And it makes you look like I feel like it makes you look guilty.
It makes
So,
you look guilty, but I mean, in a way, I'm not saying it, but this is the same thing that Teresa was accused of doing with bloggers, like hiring bloggers to say great things
mm.
about you. And, it is technically the same thing, you know?
I mean, it works. Like, and also the public opinion is very fickle. One day you love someone, and then unfortunately, I've seen it when I worked in PR. People love to see a celebrity rise. They love to see them fall. They love that. They love the decline. And then they love you to decline like Lindsay Lohan, and then you come back and they love that too. So I think I don't know. The audience is very fickle. So I don't know. Maybe in a couple of months, they'll be on her side. I have no idea. I mean, really, there's no way to know.
I would agree with you. They love a rise and they love a fall. And Lindsay is back and just the darling
So,
of has cleaned up her act and looks so good. And
Vanity
um,
Fair, so good.
I would
So
love someone to go on this. The wives of the sea, the Shannon, Dolores, and Teresa. I mean, I'm not going. The thing that Jennifer Aiden that got fired for it. We have Miss
yes.
Aiden got fired. Now Shannon is there, but Dolores, Teresa, and Shannon, isn't that in like September? I don't know when that is.
September 19th, I want to say. September 19th. That's a weird group. I don't know if Shannon's gonna live with them. That's a weird group. I
It's
don't
a
know.
weird group. I mean, they must be getting paid something decent for this, you
Hmm.
know?
Hmm.
Um, so that's that. But it's a weird group. I mean, I have heard nobody who's actually going on it. Look, there's a meet and greet and there's BravoCon and there's all this, but going on a cruise is a big commitment,
Yes. And
right?
how much of the cruise are they gonna occupy, right? Like, are they gonna have games or just have one event? I mean, I'm not gonna go on a cruise for a 1 hour show. Like, what are they gonna do on the cruise? I'm curious.
I just think, listen, I've been to so many of these things. I would just caution people of to ask those type of
Yes.
questions. Like It really, I could honestly say to anyone thinking of spending their money, and I looked into the price of it before, it's not cheap for a cruise. Like this is not going to be full access to Teresa Giudice and Shannon. To your point, yes, they will be in some area where you have no access to them. They will not be eating with there will be organized things where
No.
you get access.
Yeah.
But if you think this is like 24 hours, you are working out with Teresa and just going and braiding Dolores's hair in her room. I promise you that is not how this works. Just like although a lot of people,
That's
like
not how it's going to.
a lot of people bought VIP and SVP tickets to BravoCon, and I know certain people thought that SVP VP meant like, oh, we're backstage with Kyle and we're like drinking with Erica. No, this is not what it means. So I do caution people,
It doesn't mean anything. I saw it. They just put you in a line over there and you just look at them. I'm like, I'm
correct.
thank God I was general because I still got access to everything. Yeah,
Right. You get to
don't
cut
fall
the
for that.
line and this and that, but that's it. Anything else you want to discuss before we go? Anything else keeping you up at night?
Are you watching White Lotus? That's the only thing I was going to ask you. Are you watching that?
I am not watching it. I mean, I've heard that we might be heading into incest territory, and I've heard that Parker Posey is just like the best thing in the world. Is this all true? And Leslie
Her
Bibb.
accent is crazy. Leslie Bibb is amazing. So they're like three women that are no longer really friends, but they're trying pretending to love each other. It's very Housewives. So that part's really fun. And the creator is a huge reality TV star, so, like loves like TV stuff. So he said that incest family is based off of Southern Charm, like Thomas Ravenel and his family. So I was like, okay, that's kind of it's good. It's very slow. Like it's episode 4 and not a lot has happened. But I like it. I would just wait and just watch them back to back. Like you don't need
And
to watch it week to week.
I will do that. And someone said that Leslie Bibb and the other two blondes that are no longer friends are the Trace Amigas. That one of them is Vicky, one of them is Shannon, and one of them is Miss Judge.
That's funny. That's actually one of them is like the Trump supporter one is the more Vicky. Leslie Bibb's character is very Vicky. Is always like talking about voting, and it's funny. It's good.
I could
That's a
see
good comparison. I
I
like
could
that.
see Leslie Bibb doing so well in that type of role.
She's
That's
good.
so
She's
funny.
good. She would be good as a housewife, like even if she was on Housewives of Beverly Hills, like she would be good. She's married to Sam Rockwell. She has that kind of acting. I don't know. She would be good on Bravo in some capacity, actually.
I have been a fan of Leslie Bibb for so long, so I support this. But
Same.
yes, people are saying that they are the Trace Amiga. So
Oh,
just
that's
keep that
funny.
in. Now you're not going to be able to unsee it as you watch
I love
it.
it. I love it. I can't wait to see it now with that in my mind. Yeah, that's funny.
I will watch it at some point. We'll keep in touch. You'll
Yeah.
be back next week. We have a lot
Yes.
of other stuff to get to. It's always a pleasure.
Same.
And yeah, I'm ready for Blake and Justin to be over as well. So let's put that out into the
Same.
universe. It's
But
gonna
enough
go
of that.
away. It's gonna go away. We don't talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp anymore. So this will be
That's true.
going away at some point. Another year, I would choose not to do it that way, but yeah, I'm thinking of 6 months at the most, please.
Yes. Please just wrap it up. I'm surprised that the court case is so far out. Like, ooh.
Get this one off the dockets, please, people. All right.